Berlin has become a magnet for newcomers from all over Europe.
Mein Name ist Ruth Elkins, ich bin Journalistin, ich bin 28 Jahre alt und ich bin in Berlin seit 4 Jahren.
Ich heiße Nick Kapika, ich bin seit 89 in Berlin und ich bin Graphic Designer.
Nick arrived in Berlin in 1989. The Berlin Wall had fallen and Germany was being reunified.
I was only going to stay a couple of days in Berlin, but it just grabbed me by its the chaos, really. It was just something very special.
Techno music was taking the city by storm, so Nick and a group of friends decided to open a club in the former East Berlin. And for Nick, there was an unexpected benefit.
I suddenly realised that they all wanted to produce flyers and publicity material, and actually that's what I'd been trained to do. And I figured I could probably earn more money designing their flyers rather than trying to run my club.
German was part of my university course, and there was the choice of going to Paris or going to Berlin, and I'd already been to Paris, so I thought, well, Berlin it is. And I came and I loved it.
When Ruth first arrived in Berlin in 1999, she was new to journalism. Now she writes for major newspapers in Britain and also reports for radio and television.
Once I got here and started really working, I guess that's when, you become really quite professional about, what you're doing. And I guess it's here in Berlin where my career really took off.
Nick now runs his highly successful graphic design business from this ultra-modern studio. He's recently revamped all the signing for Berlin's airports. And he works with the city's talented arts and publishing companies.
It certainly it wasn't on my agenda to learn another language. In fact, I don't even think it hadn't occurred to me they might speak another language outside Britain. After a couple of years in Berlin, I realised to really live here, you need to speak German.
Das heißt, du kannst nur chronologisch arbeiten,
genau.
In das man bricht das.
Weil es
gibt
du musst das brechen, es gibt ein anderes Bild, was mir gerade in den Kopf kommt.
Ja, und zwar, wenn das ist nur chronologisch.
Schau mal, Nick, das ist das andere Bild.
Today, Ruth is attending a press conference, part of the routine for any correspondent. But such occasions can be a real test of comprehension.
Ich denke, wir haben heute eine ganz besondere Vorstellung.
When I got here, my German was certainly not fluent. It is fluent now. Now I can't remember whether I've had a conversation in German or whether I've had it in English. And I can switch pretty easily between the two languages.
Und wie lange hat das ganze Prozess gedauert? Also Sie haben gesagt 2000.
Es ist 2000, ja, ist gerade abgeschlossen.
Die technische Abwicklung waren knapp 2 Jahre.
2 Jahre.
Everyone knows the German reputation for seriousness. But what about our sense of humour?
I think the Germans are very funny, actually. They can be very serious, this is true, but they're funnier than their reputation, put it that way.
Berlin is constantly changing. It's just such an exciting, engaging place to be in. I've often thought about moving away, but actually Berlin is fantastic.
I've always loved going to different places and really getting under the skin of a country. And I've got to travel a lot and really broaden my horizons, which I think just would not have happened if I'd been in Britain all this time. I think I'm a more rounded person for the experience that I've had here.